Hello, everybody. Kyle here. I am going to talk about episode 4 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. It is called The Great Wave, I believe. I'm going to be honest, I did not really care for this episode. I thought that it was very slow. I thought it was eerily similar to other episodes, just where characters went. Characters like Theo, I felt like they were recycling the same storyline, the same thing that happened to him in episode 2, and it happened to him again in episode 4. I don't like that when it comes to television. I find that in really captivating TV, it's best to never repeat the same thing over and over again. And that is what happened in this episode. Halbrand was still in his prison cell. Galadriel was still in Numenor, and they still were contesting, whether they should keep Galadriel there, whether they should cast her away. Arondir was still captive, but then luckily he was able to be freed. But for a show that is around 72 minutes long, I found it disappointing that not that much happened given the length of the episode. I feel like they could have trimmed a good 20 minutes of this show just so it could feel better paced, it could flow more smoothly, and we could get to more of the exciting things like the union between the Queen Regent Muriel and Galadriel. Like, that was the end of the episode, but it just felt like it took forever to get there. And what also alarmed me was the end of the episode suggests that there's this now, not fellowship, but this group of Numenorians that are going to work together to stop Sauron or the evil that's coming. And I was like, okay, that's good. Now, next episode, they'll leave Numenor and they'll go somewhere else. According to the trailers, it looks like Galadriel is still in Numenor. She's still fighting the Numenorian guards. Maybe that's just the way the trailer looked. Maybe that's not what is going to happen. Maybe that happens in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the episode. But I just, as someone that I actually really did enjoy this show for the first 3 episodes, I'm starting to feel like the show itself is not paced that well, nor does it feel like at the halfway point, because that's where we at. There are 8 episodes of this show, and so far we have seen 4 episodes. For a TV show, I am not as drawn into it as I think I should be at this point in the story. Hopefully the next episode gets better. Hopefully there is more action. Hopefully the characters aren't stuck in the same place they were an episode or 2 before. It's disappointing to me because I see a lot of negativity towards the Rings of Power online, and I was not feeling that negativity as I watched the show, or I wasn't really finding the show to be as boring as people thought it was. I wasn't finding the show to be as poorly written as people thought it was. But now it's like, in a similar way to the Disney Plus shows, the cracks are starting to become apparent. Hopefully, as I say, I always hope for this, but hopefully it does get better. But this episode did not do it for me, and I was really bored watching a lot of the episodes. So I will say, if I had any positives, I did love seeing Arondir catch that one arrow that was pretty badass, and he basically used it against the orcs. The character of Adar seems very interesting. that's as much as I think. Maybe a little bit of the development of Muriel was interesting, the Numenor vision, the Palantir, but these are like minor things. Like for a 72-minute episode, it was not enough to sustain my interest in it. So let me know, did you watch episode 4 of The Rings of Power? Did you like episode 4 of The Rings of Power? Let me know in the comments below, and take care. Have a great day, guys. Bye.